Elba. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. What was that? Who am I with? No, it's me and Idris Elba. We're both going over here together.
Renala the full moon.
You know she's into astrology.
When you sneeze, is it an ordeal?
Are you doing...
Hey, everybody. He colored his beard. Yes, I did. I'm getting old, and I don't like it. So I want to look like Gerard Butler from 300. That's what I want to look like. I guess I hypothetically need to do some sit-ups, but no, I can do that. Coloring the beard is enough. Very excited to be back into this fabulous world. I was thinking about it all day, and I'm like, oh, I just want to get back in there and have some fun. So that's how I know I'm in a good spot. But I did a little bit of research and saw a couple of gameplay stuff. We'll take off our helmets. Cinematic kill hammer, head bobbing. I'm not sure what that's about. But tutorials, yes. There was something, show base item stats that we want to turn off so that it'll show where we're at, what all of the item stats are with our buffers. Show responses while listening. I kind of like that. Cool. Big fan. All right. So let's see where we're at. What have we done? We got to figure out the power thing. And we got to collect the gravesite fees. So we got a bunch of stuff to do. So let's just kind of peruse a little bit and see if we can find some mission stuff. Wait, is this the way we came in? No. Very weird. Let's see if we can find some extra mission stuff that we'd like to engage in.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson.
Hi, Abernathy.
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow.
Take it easy,
Bright
Mr.
and early
Thompson didn't send me.
Because I'm definitely not plagued.
Don't tell me what's got you so nervous.
That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
You didn't have a lock on?
Silas
I'm here to
knows,
collect your
doesn't he?
gravesite fees.
That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Knows what?
I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
I know I look healthy. I've got my glowing left ear like everybody else.
Got a couple decades in you?
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague.
You have my hairline, though.
Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
Sorry to hear that.
You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that.
Yeah, because I'm not with the company.
I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you...
How can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Lord.
Plague spreading.
Now I can feel it.
Open for Blink 182 at Lollapalooza. Pretty sure Plague Spreading open for Blink 182 at Lollapalooza. There, we got the soundbite. Anything I should know about this community center?
When you're in there. Marauders have taken over.
You're probably not leveled up enough to do this yet. I'll leave you be. I'd probably steal some stuff if I could, but probably not.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
What? You just...
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine.
Well, we can't have all
Abernathy is a
teeth as
well-known
straight as yours.
hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive.
Mm-hmm.
How do I
Which
put this
means
gently?
it's more likely he's probably
He's,
close to death.
He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic. I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry
All right.
about that.
Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
You need someone to
Something like that.
smuggle medicine under the
Look,
table.
I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons. That's all
It's
I
the
can
right
ask of you.
reasons. I forgot about that.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
We should keep our voices down.
I've never actually been in here. Seemed scary from the outside.
Excuse me.
Something you need?
No. We're good for now.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice.
Sounds
the
good.
office is writing up promotion. Know
I'm
how to
looking for
carry
work.
yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just one, as long
Got
as
some
your questions
questions for
fall
you,
within
don't
the
I?
acceptable margins of curiosity.
Does the name Phineas Wells mean anything
His
to you?
likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
Looks like there's a bounty
You're
on his
correct.
head.
An outstanding bounty has been posted for information pertaining to the whereabouts of Phineas V. Wells.
Never mind. Can I use your terminal? I don't know the mechanics of the game yet. Boop, boop. Cool. We're not gonna read all that because we're playing a video game.
At least you got your health.
This is where the magic happens. Well, science. But it still happens here.
Modifications. To install your mod, first select the item you wish to upgrade, then choose what type of mod you wish to install. Finally, pick the mod to install, and boom, you've upgraded your item. Both weapons and armor can be modified. Mods can't be removed once they're used, so put them on your favorite gear. Joke weapons are built for the discerning warrior who wants a custom and personalized weapon. All right, so these are the things that we've got equipped. Assault rifle. If we wanted to install a mod, we don't have any modifications for those, but could we tinker? Yeah, we could. The assault rifle was doing pretty well for us. The damage is still the damage. It's at 96%, so... Wait, why does it just automatically sort things? Is it sorting things that we don't have? Okay, well, first of all, let's take a look and see if there's anything better than what we just did. So 231. No, so we're doing pretty good with that. This, we already have another plasma cutter. Shotgun. Wait a minute. Light assault rifle. 231. Light assault rifle. Light machine gun. 320. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. But we haven't tried the pistol yet. So let's unequip and give us, let's try the pistol and see what the pistol looks like. What have we given Parvati? She's got a light pistol that's 76. Let's give her the light pistol that's 121. Armor, we don't have anything new yet. We can add a consumable to this. Natural health regeneration. The nanners are pretty good. So we need to up our medical if we want to get to this level. Alright, we're good. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Spacer's choice. Handguns. Maintenance logs. Anything? Nope. Yeah, it's something that I've never figured out. I've never really started appreciating
Hey,
is...
I mean, if you need it.
I do. Is, RPGs that have a massive amount of, like, reading. Because I'm like, I don't... There's something about my brain that really doesn't want to read. Well... A small percentage of weapons and armor are considered pristine. They have more durability and worth more to vendors. Pristine items can be identified by a diamond near their condition meters. That's a pristine one. Nice. There's something about my brain when I'm playing a video game, like the last thing I want to do is just sit and read something. It just seems like a waste to me. None of this
If you're hungry,
seems...
I could open up a can of something.
Parvati, chill. You're doing fine. She seems insecure about being my NPC video game partner. But I'll click through these to see if there's anything that just shows up as like a mission. That was big in Fun Times Barrel, ranged weapon mod. Ooh. That was something that happened a lot in Skyrim, where you just pick up a random book and you just flip through it, and then it's like, mission! And you're like, oh, okay. Got it.
Oh, you like flowers? I can't find many kinds around here.
Yeah, this is very Firefly.
I don't like coming out here. The street stare.
Okay, this house has been looted. We need everything. Everything! Everything! It's very hard to kind of get my bearings here. And I know there's only just like bigger places. Okay. Alright, so that's exit. It's one of the exits. Let's take a look at the map. So the general store and the cantina. And what is that? I don't know what that is. Oh, that's the... Got it. Well, I think we've seen enough to kind of decide to kind of maybe go back out and do a little shooting. So let's see what we want to sell. Yeah, let's talk.
Not the best choice. Music to my ears.
I don't have any junk. I don't know. I don't have any real mods yet. But let's sell the pristine. We're not going to use it. It's not powerful enough. I have a feeling we'll find a lot more stuff on our way. But I'll hold on to that and that. Let's sell some of this. Just kind of lower our inventory on some of this stuff. So what do we have? We've got dialogue skills. It's a modification to equipment. Speedy barrel and fun times barrel. Okay, so what can we buy? I'd love some more armor. Compare it to what do we have? I can't see what I have. That's not good. Yeah, I would love to be able to see what I'm currently wearing. Oh, let's repair all equipped. Yeah. Nice. So if I were to look at what I have, I've got a 16 armor. I've got a 16 armor. So what could I get? Let me see what you're selling.
Music to my ears.
Got the Maxwell hammer, which we don't have nearly enough bits for. Light pistol, revolver. So none of this is... Ooh, that's nice. Spacer's Choice Mechanics overalls, protections from oil spills. So let's get it. Let's grab ourselves a helmet. Yeah. All right. I think we've done enough. Let's go out and explore a little bit. Let's see what's what in the world. All right. Let's talk to, what's his name? Tell him we've gotten a couple of these things figured out.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for... Lovely to see you.
Well, just hanging out with my friends. You know how it is.
Going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
Excuse me.
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
No one's ever
Something I can
said
do for
sorry
you?
that my father died before.
You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze
Just don't
on Conrad.
moisturize. You know how it is.
Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room. That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
I think I went into his back room.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always you run into any trouble?
Still working on it. Okay. So let's... Fistful of digits. So let's go to some of these. Let's see what we can do. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Yeah, if we could maybe do oh, shit. There we go. Tactical time dilation for a powerful first shot. That's actually not bad. Yeah. What's hitting me?
We made it.
You have taken N-ray damage. Interesting. Well, that actually worked out pretty well. I'm a fan of that. Well, I think we are more powerful than we used to be. That scared me. I was like, is that a bad guy? Okay. Nice and quiet. Nice and quiet, like, you understand? Is there a faster... Don't mind us, we're just hiding behind this rock here. What? Damn. Wrong button. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Come on. All right. That was actually way better than... Come on, Parvati. Come on, get up. Get up. Ah. Oh, sorry. God, I can't wait to get grenades. Really can't wait to get grenades. I feel like they're quite necessary in this game. Ah, I came looking for your fingers. Don't mind me, just need your fingers. Now, if you had been nice and just handed me your finger, I wouldn't have needed to do all of this. Boom. Now I'm just gonna take everything you got here. Oh, that's a hell of a way to go. Did I get anything fun here? Hunting rifle. Ooh. Should I give that to Parvati so she can shoot from farther away? You know what I mean? Let's give her that. Because I love the idea of having somebody kind of just sniping from far off rather than jumping right into the thick of it, you know? What? Come on. Do I have anything that will improve my lockpicking? Because I think that's a thing too. So if I were to go over to here, do I have anything? Base health, extra headshot, weak spot, hardened armor, ranged weapon sway, nicotine high, mind attributes. Base health, melee weapon attack speed, tactical time dilation rate. Curious if that works. Body attributes. I would imagine it would be hangover, dexterity, perception, charm. Let's try one of these. If I were to, so that's 18 out of 20. So then if I were to, yeah, but now I don't have enough of the things. It's 23 out of 20, but I don't have enough picks. Damn. Okay. Got it. I understand. I can't have nice things. Ooh, that was good. That was good stuff. Have gamers just officially got to the point where nobody wants to, like, look at the stuff that they're looting in real time? Like, the idea is you loot everything and then you go back later and you just kind of, like, look at your spoils. I feel that's kind of where we're all at, because I don't know anybody who's like, and then I'll take this, and then I'll take this, and then I'll take this. Like, everybody's like, yeah, I'll just grab everything.
Here we go.
So I'm getting hit with N-rays. What? Oh my god. Roar. I was like, why are you shooting at me? Oh no, so many pieces. I like this plan so far, like coming at him, popping him with, from far away. You know? That seems to be working. We're not doing this yet. We're not going over there yet. Oh, those marauders? We do this now. Maybe we do this one now? Does seem like a full base. When I'm back in Chicago, I feel it. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Coming. Nice one.
Ah. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, come on. Hi, Parvati. How'd it go? I've been noticing that you kind of haven't been surviving each fight, so... what do we need to do? Glad a finger survived that. Alright. Where you at? Boy, I'm playing this on one harder difficulty. They die, like, for real. And they don't survive, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to play on hard and be like, this is fine. We're collecting some good loot here. This is nice. Fun times barrel. Yeah, there's so many just like just people who've been cut off at the knees. Like, what does that say about this world? All right, how are we on item repair? Keeping your company gear in tip-top shape is expected, and something you're carrying needs repair. You can repair weapons at an armor workbench using an armor or weapon parts. Get them from breaking down unwanted items. Players with engineering skill can repair gear without the need of a workbench. Repairing an item returns it to 100% durability and full effectiveness, ready to cause or prevent maximum damage. True, but also, like, can I just auto-fill something here? Let's do that. But can I... When I've been looking at the things that I need to repair, like things that like it would say like, oh, it's already at 50 and repairing it will get it to 50, and I'm like, okay, so I don't need to do that yet. So I haven't really been interested. So let's find this last one. Is it this way? Fistful of digits. And then we'll go back and reclaim our prize. Gross. I could never be a wildlife person. Just, ugh. That's gross. I can't. Interesting. Can I this way? No. Fake walls, fake walls. Can I this? Yeah. Okay, that we can. All right. Julian. Have I already done this area? I think I might have already done this area. Yeah. All right, doing good, feeling good, in good shape. Everything's rocking and rolling. So let's get a little closer. And we'll save. Shh. Oh, they're sleeping. Oh, God. Dude. You're not helping, Parvati. Is she dead already? Boy, this is not working. Didn't work out for me today, I don't think. Well, I think we didn't quite get where we wanted to with that one. That's fair enough.
Got it? Inside voices.
Be nice if we had like a silencer and can kind of pick people off, you know? There's really not a lot of cover. Really? Jesus Christ.
Hit him with something else.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
So much blood.
That corrosion thing is pretty good. This gun is pretty good. She just said hit him with something else, which I don't really think...
Here we go.
Oh my god. Companion perks. Your companion is leveled up and can be granted a new perk. Well, we're kind of in the middle of something. Jeez. You're encumbered. You cannot sprint or fast travel while encumbered. Sell, drop, or break down items in your inventory to reduce your carry weight. Your carry weight is displayed at the top left corner of the ledger. Okay, well, let's take care of all of that.
Where are we headed? You mean
Can
without the
I
mission
give
being too
you
clean?
some stuff? Okay, so let's level ourselves up. So, tech. Each tech, after 50 you can specialize by adding. Leadership is good. You can order, oh yeah, we gotta do the special attacks. That's the way to go. Yay! And let's up our ranged. And then we'll do that. Looks good. No, we want to apply. Apply. Yeah. Companion abilities. You can command your companions to use their special abilities on the enemy you're targeting. Nice. About time. Okay, so let's now go to Parvati. So she now has a perk available. Now, bonus support engineering. Increases your engineering skill when Parvati's in the party. Chance to extract mods in the field. Nice. Decreases the amount of threat this companion generates when attacking, making him less likely to attack this companion. I like this. Increases companion's health. Meh. Increase the amount of threat this companion generates. Decrease the amount of threat this companion generates, or plus 10 to engineering. Let's do plus 10 to engineering. Increases your chance of looting mods. This is good. Yeah. Because that's all we have available right now. Yeah. Love it. Love it. Feeling good. So, how do I live without you? I want to know. So it doesn't look like I can give her stuff in the field. Does she just, do you just like by having companions, does it up your capacity? So we need to start selling off some stuff here. Let's break down. This doesn't seem to be, unfortunately. Oh, it is lowering slowly. Assault rifle, what am I? I'm at 231, so let's... We'll take the weapon parts right now. Two-handed melee. What is this? So sharp that it cuts some letters out of its own name. This, like, that looks like it's a good thing, but I'm not seeing what's good about it. It does have a special effect of bleed. But let's sell that. And then we'll add some of these to junk. So what do I have right now? I've got 8 and 9. So let's add that. 16 and 9. Don't have any helmet, but we do have some body armor. Is that just because it's at 43%? Okay. We still haven't even gotten to the dude yet. Hey, how's things, everyone? How you doing, Tosco? How you feeling? What's new today? We're definitely gonna save. Because that was more difficult than it needed to be. See the baddies over there, but could we?
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
Didn't work out, did it? None of that did what we needed to. Love your stuff. Thank you, Tosco. Appreciate it. But then again, I'm also a dude of a certain age who likes politics, comedy, and games. I've been thinking about that a lot, you know, like I've been trying to create content online since I was in my, you know, mid to late 20s. I've been doing this a while. And I feel like I really love the era that we live in where everything's so fragmented, where you can find an audience. If you have a voice or something that you want to say, I feel like 20 years ago, I would need to kind of like change my vibe to appeal to a mass audience. But we live in a world now where like you can find people who enjoy what you're doing, and it's so rewarding, and I appreciate it so much, especially because there's so many things begging for your time, you know, things to watch, things to see, that anytime I'm able to get anybody to kind of follow me or watch anything that I'm doing, it makes me feel, it's very rewarding, and it makes me, I'm so incredibly appreciative. What if we go in here?
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
And we bottleneck them. Could we do that? You know what I mean? Could we bottleneck? Feel like we're gonna need more ammo. Son of a bitch. Oh, come on now. That's insane. This game looks fun, like Borderlands, like Fallout 4 plus Borderlands combined. Yeah, this is This is the Other Worlds, Outer Worlds, and it's made by the people who did Fallout New Vegas. Your authenticity works 100%. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It's very, very hard to figure out what your lane is in social media. Like, I try not to just do a daily rant about politics and like, you know, this sucks and screw these people and just be, even though I'm, you know, in my life very sad and very stressed and depressed about what's happening in the world. I feel like I'm not good at just ranting, that like I need to come with something. What do I want to say? What's the, what is my specific angle that's maybe a little bit different? And even if that means that I don't post as often as other content creators, I feel like that ends up working for me a little bit better. I don't know. I just feel like I'm not good at angry vibes. And I get there sometimes, but I try to just like come with something that I want to say. He's still, dude, come on, man. None of this worked. None of this worked out. None of this worked. I need a much better plan. Forgot that I could do that now. And that's out. Shit. Come on, I switched guns. This did not work out for me. Oh, come on. Is that it? Is it true? My great and worthy opponent? It can't be. Huzzah. And I'm encumbered again. This is a place to come back to because this has a lot of stuff to potentially loot. Where am I? I am abandoned industrial zone. Okay. What's your game plans on running the story on this one? I feel like... So, yesterday, when I started playing, I was like, you know, I remember this game. I remember kind of getting bored with it and moving on to other things. And I was like, I don't know how long I'll probably be playing this one. You know, maybe I'll play through, but as soon as I turned off the game, I started thinking about it, started wanting things, and started feeling like, ooh, this is going to be like, I can't wait to get back. So I think I'll probably do a full run through. Now, is there anything that I can do besides breaking down things that will get me some stuff back? 16 and 9. Because I would love... I mean, I know I can break things down, but there's really nothing else I can do right now. Because I can't give Parvati anything, can I? Because we're sharing our inventory. Oh, she's got her own inventory. So I can't really give her anything. I don't want her to be aggressive. I want her to be defensive. I want her at ranged, and I want her at far. That's what I want. That's what I want. Yeah. And then when I need her to do her hammer, she'll do her hammer. So that's I think I might play through the full game, you know? And I don't know if I'm going to do the DLC. This is on Game Pass, so I would need to probably... I don't know if the DLC is on Game Pass or if I need to buy it, which I'm happy to do if I'm feeling saucy. Wait, am I now... Did I really... How did I go down from like 100 inventory to 90? Was that all... Interesting. Okay. So I guess I can loot this area now. So I think I'm going to play through it. Did I beat the space RPG game? Yes, I did. That was a couple days ago. It was like 2 days ago, and now we're moving on to a different space RPG game. Because I have a vibe. That's the idea. Yeah, you're not just someone who rants in real life, so why be that person online? Oh, God. Fans want a whole person. Inventory management, the tax season of video games. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about... I do think that there's other people out there who are very, very good at, like, kind of daily rants, and their voice is something that I appreciate because, like, they can express their genuine, organic anger about what's happening in the world of politics in a way that is, that makes me feel validated because it's like, wow, I agree, and when something happens, I want to see what their take is, and I know that there's probably some people out there who want that for me. And, want me to do that, or want me to post more, or want me to have a take on everything, because I think we kind of live vicariously through the social media people that we follow and that we like. Lord knows I do. And I get the vibe that, like, that's kind of a very big important thing. And as a social media creator, you know, you're always thinking about, like, oh man, what do I need to do? I need to make content. I need to have a take. But I think this comes with age because I'm no longer a spring chicken. I think you get to a point where you kind of go, it's okay if maybe I suffer on the algorithm a little bit, but I'm more organically real about how I am, what I want to say, and I didn't feel forced to communicate something that maybe necessarily wasn't... I didn't really want to say anything right now, or I didn't feel like I had a take that was good right now, and I'm not going to push it just for the sake of getting on the algorithm and staying up with everybody. And I'm sure there's some of that is not good, because, you know, I probably maybe do have a take if I thought about it a little bit harder, but I don't push that very much, if that makes sense. My wife, Laura High, who you all should follow, she's amazing, is like, she posts daily, and it's natural. She's got something to say, she's got something she wants to communicate, and it's very, very fun to watch her work. And it's nothing, it's not a criticism of her, but it is like something that I know she does naturally, which is just kind of, no, I got something I want to say today. I'll figure it out. We'll do it. So there's a way to do it right. I just haven't quite figured that out. So I just kind of, in the meantime, defer to, like, I'll post when I feel something. And typically, I think my wheelhouse is like sketch comedy, finding things, not just stating how awful something is, but like finding a way to incorporate it into a sketch where the hook of the game is whatever the hypocrisy is that we're talking about. And so that's kind of my wheelhouse. But I more than appreciate Laura High, H-I-G-H. She is a comedian, she is a content creator, she is a writer, she is pretty spectacular. I got really excited to marry that one. Alright, scrap heaps, scrap heaps. Always more to loot. Loot, 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 loot. Back to Edgewater. What? Why is there bad guys? Scares the shit out of me. We're just going to keep moving. Hopefully I haven't pissed off the town. How do you feel about the art design for the armor and weapons? Look, you know, like I feel like in this day and age, anytime it looks like a developer is making a genuine choice that's unique, I kind of go for it. Someone yesterday suggested this is like a Firefly, and I totally agree. I think that I like anything that looks like it's not just literally ripping off another art style at this point. It's not my favorite, and this game is pretty old at this point. The sequel will be coming out soon. But I can get on board with it. Like any game, like, you know, I thought that the Dragon Age Veilguard art style was like, ugh, but then like the writing was so bad that all of a sudden I was like, oh, the art style is actually the most interesting part of the game.
We pay by the fake Gil Antrim. Real name, Guillaume. Duly processed by a freelancer
Mr. Gilliam.
on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I remember him. I was just a kid last I saw him. Shame.
Well, now he's even smaller.
Just need your signature here, here,
finger.
here. Mabel Burgess. Age 37.
37?
Right
Oof.
or left-handed. Let's just say no longer applicable. I remember Doc Burgess.
We're having
Conducted
fun
my
with
physical
death.
every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Still one
Now she keep her
outstanding
hands
bounty.
on anything.
If you've got a finger, I've got the paperwork. Here we are, Bertie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma.
Yeah.
Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's all three. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned, plus a bonus.
Thank you.
You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you. Congratulations.
Oh, the skit comedy, what I tend to, look, I am a mishmash of a lot of things, but what I do with sketch comedy typically is like 90% political themed, but then I'll throw in like some nerd stuff, but I tend to not do sketch comedy about video games just because I love video games and there's not a lot that I want to criticize, but I usually do a lot of sketch comedy in kind of modern movies and TV sketches.
Let me
How did
stop
they
you
end up
there.
Marauders?
It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all Marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, no longer qualify as our people.
Yeesh. Sounds like they've been a problem for a
Company
while.
first settled the veil. Life's good out here, but it ain't easy. Some folk can't keep pace with the demands of frontier life. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn marauder. None of them get my sympathy.
That's all for now. Really? I didn't, like, completely level up? That's a little disappointing. Hi, Parvati. How are you? Let's talk
Something
to
you
you.
need? You mean about the mission being too clean?
Why aren't you
There was
allowed in
a-
the store?
Kind of a thing with a vending machine when I was 12. Not intentionally. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing, and next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of 0G rolling out the front door and into the road.
Oh boy.
It's not funny.
It's very funny.
Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Sal tuna ships. And Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a third shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an auto loader run over a bottle of 0G?
No.
Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by. I was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages. Moreau's still angry at me. I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment. That's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool.
Now his hat does that for him.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vickers sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
It's an ideal. Not what we live in, but what we strive for. You're a mechanic.
Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
Cool. Nice talking
We
to
had
you.
some better.
So where are we in journal? Okay, so we got to go to the community center for the next piece. But let's...
Rations.
Just the way it goes, I suppose.
Let's see what we can do for some of these other ones here. Space Coice. Alright, how's it going? I'm not on the clock right now. You
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick.
I'm guessing you're the foreman?
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Gravesite fees.
Silas still on about that?
Yeah.
Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your
Because they're
name.
not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
You have to pay the bill for your neighbor's gravesite
If you're
fees?
not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
The guy, anybody shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through
I'm sorry,
his upper
unalived
story.
himself?
Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist.
Maybe
Just
living
between the
under
two of us,
capitalism had a
I'm
point?
pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Must be tough
Eugene
losing
wasn't
family.
family.
Thought you said you were his closest living
I
relative.
was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines.
That's funny.
Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism. When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's choice.
He was a person,
Well,
not an
excuse
asset.
you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law.
Weird.
All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear.
Good, so everybody
I'm
wins,
just
except
glad
for
to put
the
this
guy
whole
who
ugly
died.
affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Fair enough. Parvati, you're just right there, aren't you? Okay. Oh. Let's see what we can do here. Parvati, just don't do that. Mm-hmm. So, could we sell? How do we sell all junk? Is there a button for sell all junk? Doesn't appear to be. It's interesting. It doesn't look like I can sell my junk. There's no button for it. I can buy, but as soon as I go to sell, there's no button. I guess, I mean, a vending machine, I guess that makes sense. I guess I was like, you know, kind of expecting weird stuff there. Okay, so the other... So that's going to be outside, right? So let's go back. Army used to be like that. The life insurance would not cover that act, so there was a mandatory voluntary collection after such an event. You know, I know we all have different politics out there, but I feel like when our society is building a world where when you die, it's not over, is like just conceptually, the idea of like my body has stopped working and yet I still owe things is quite interesting. It's quite amazing. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Yes.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon. And if you must
That doesn't
know,
seem
I
to
can
mean
stitch a
much.
severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
I've
Go
got
ahead.
questions for you. What do you know about this
The plague's
plague?
come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
Why don't you treat all your
Company
workers?
policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
Whose idea was
Mr.
that?
Thompson's brainchild.
Uh-huh.
Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
Annoying hat.
What can I do for you?
So...
Go ahead. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
That sounds
As the
exhausting.
good vicar says, work fortifies the spirit of a man. If you want to feel exhausted, try not having any work.
That does not make sense.
The plagues come at us with a vengeance this... I wouldn't call them...
What are the
fever,
symptoms?
chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching. Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol.
Called the Conrad Special. Yoink. I believe that's blackmail. You owe me money. I
What
found
can
a
I do
thing.
for you? You know about Eugene? How?
I found the note.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a
You won't miss
family
them.
heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable.
Teeth are for the living.
Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my
It's the
bills.
culture we live in.
Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. The good Vicar Maximilian and I have never quite seen eye to eye, but your point is well taken. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
I'm told he killed
Eugene
himself.
was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine.
Too much
Eugene
medicine.
overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
So the town's never had to pay a penalty.
We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
An unaliving, you mean? Come on, algorithm. Don't get mad. So we need to get to Ludwig. Up. Oh. Up. So then we'll go pay. We'll get the gravesite fees taken care of. And then we'll take a look and see if we can buy anything fancy schmancy. I like this gun so far. I'd like to hold on to this gun. Hey, how's it going? Workbench discovered.
Thank the law.
I'm Tommy Lee Jones.
Back up for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses.
My face is a topographical map of Cabo.
I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Yo, gravesite fees.
I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Oh, what's going on?
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for those mechanicals.
That's what I've been saying.
Someone's watched Terminator one too many times.
Shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising.
Skynet!
When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Well, considering there's a plague around, maybe not shoulder to shoulder, but you know what I mean.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's Chaw. Few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid. Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name.
What do you need?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Deal with the mechanical scout.
Go on.
What do you do here?
I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially?
And Tommy Lee Jones cosplayer.
Strictly between you and me, I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation. Go on.
What do you have against
seen
mechanicals?
The mechanical just stands there, just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars.
With its succulent, sexy gears.
Mechanicals have been programmed to eliminate the human race. They've been programmed to replace us. First, they will rob us of our jobs. And once they have taken away our livelihoods, they will take away our very lives.
Just look at the self-checkout. All right. So let's tinker. That's only 54 bits to tinker the bolter pistol. That's not bad. Repair. How much to repair all equipped? Yeah, let's do it. So we've done repair, we've done modify. Is there anything that we have? Awesome. Speedy barrel. Rate of fire 15. Fun times barrel. Critical damage. Yes. Big fan. Magazines. So right now, this thing has... Where does it say? It's got... It's an energy weapon, which is pretty great. So if we were to modify... Hold on. Modify, and then go to there, that would change it to... shock weapon, which we don't want, but we are about to go fight some mechanicals. So let's do the shock. Let's add a shock thing to that. Damage type plasma. Or do we already have... Is that already what we have on there? So let's take a look at our assault rifle. Because if maybe we put the... Oh, I don't have... Yeah, I do have the shock. So let's add the shock to the assault rifle. Current magazine mod. New magazine mod would be... Power. All right, big fan. So now we've got shock and we've got plasma. Right? And if we were to now tinker, could we make this even more powerful for 113 bits? Sounds good to me. Could we make this even more powerful? Yeah. So we're actually good on bits here. So let's... Do we want to break things down or do we want to sell? Let's go sell. Where'd he go? Oh, no.
Nice.
Don't like that sound. All right. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, everything you got's a little bit lighter now, but don't worry about it. So let's go. Great. All right, we're doing good. Radical. Haven't really used that dash very much. I think when we level up, we should definitely get the run faster mod or perk or whatever.
Something I can do for you?
We need to talk about
Yeah?
Eugene.
What about him?
You first. I know you buried him.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to Peter, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders.
Did you play BioShock
Or he
Infinite?
goes
Yes,
to
I
bed.
did. BioShock 1 is my favorite game of all time. BioShock Infinite annoyed the hell out of me. I think BioShock Infinite has amazing aspirations, and I think it worked really, really hard to do something unique and fun. And I think it worked for a lot of people. But as a BioShock sequel, I was so irritated. The combat was completely changed. The vibe and the energy of the game was completely changed. The horror aspect was completely changed. And when you start jumping into spoilers for BioShock Infinite, when you start jumping into like multiple dimension stuff, like there's one point in the game where you go to get weapons for somebody who needs weapons. So you go to a place, they're not there, but there's a tear where you can jump into another dimension to then get the weapons, although you don't know how to get the weapons out of that secondary dimension to bring them to the... It's just like, go to another dimension that you haven't been told you're going to be able to get out of to get the weapons for somebody. It's just, it's insane. Compared to BioShock 1, which is just a great cerebral horror game, that's you know, with an incredible story and amazing visuals for the time and great voice acting and literally my favorite video game of all time. So I did not enjoy BioShock Infinite. I got very upset very quickly.
Let me know if you find anything.
Got
Run
those
into any
fees.
trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna
Ooh,
take
persuade.
some
I can do more.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Oh, boo. I was hoping for something more tangible.
You've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Abernathy was trying to hide his illness.
With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
Isn't that why you wanted me?
Fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Let me ask you about something else. You lose a lot of people to Marauders? How long have you been a grave digger? Let's do the Marauders.
Yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see? Hence the armed guards.
Oh yeah, the NPC erratic movement in this game, as well as the posters and stuff, remind me of it. I do like a game that's like littered with visual representations of the world. You know, it's extra storytelling.
Avoid it.
It does have that kind of weird cartoonish vibe to it.
Forget I said anything.
Thank you for your time. How am I not leveled up? That's a little crazy, in my humble opinion. Die, robot. Deal with the mechanical scout. Let's do that. Then we'll do the cache of medicine. Is that in? It's not in. It's going to be around. I don't think that's in the town. Yeah, BioShock Infinite is a real sore spot for me. I'm just kind of like, guys, you when you get to a point where you're jumping into multiple dimensions and you kind of like, you haven't established how they're going to get out of these dimensions or if they can get out of these dimensions. I understand you want to tell a fun sci-fi story, but there's like a level of world building that I kind of need before, you know, you can just kind of go like, and then they jump through this tear and they do this and then they do this.
Aw, he ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up snap.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed.
Aw.
Unable to comply.
I can take care of that for you.
That? I mean, if you wanted me to.
I can do it.
That's not bad work, mister. You done this before?
I leveled up.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Good luck. Combat drone. Heavy ammo. Good luck. Do a barrel roll. Okay, got like good. I've got some ammo for these because I was running low. Let's go see what this is. Energy cell. Is there any more stuff I can go loot? Some stories are better as books. I absolutely agree. I think there's something about, like, there's certain kind of storytelling that you know, I understand why movies, especially in like the 70s, 80s, and 90s, kind of went crazy in the 2000s, but the idea of like book adaptations made into movies, it's like you need to format it correctly or change some of the stuff around. You don't have to worry about that scout anymore.
Scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cable?
Yeah, I held his cold gears with my hands.
Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need...
Haven't you played Mass Effect?
A weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
You hid your secret weapon in a lavatory? Haven't you seen The Godfather?
The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter. On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Okay. How we doing? We got 87 out of 90, so we need to dump some of the craziness. We'll sell and up our bits. I think so. I didn't read Sphere. I saw Sphere. Was the book very different? I grew up in a time when, I don't know, I never really got into reading very much, and so many of my favorite sci-fi things were movies that as soon as someone told me, like, oh yeah, by the way, there's like a book version of that, I was always kind of like, I saw the movie, I'm okay. I'd rather go see another 10 movies than... What is this? What did I get? I found his secret weapon, which is... I don't know what it is. You found the weapon that he stashed, return it to him, and learn how he intends to use it against the mechanical. Alright, and we're back. Yeah, I missed... I used to also read a lot of comic books, so like, I was getting my fix of nerdy sci-fi fantasy in comic book and movie form to a point where I kind of didn't feel like I wanted... Oh, should I have gone around? Excuse me. So I never really got into reading sci-fi books or anything like that. I know I missed out on that because there's a lot of really good stuff out there. And I would love to be able to go like, oh, actually the book is better. For a lot of things. Book actually sparked your imagination and the movie was more like one writer's understanding of it. That's got to be frustrating when like a book really blows your mind and the movie is like, oh, you guys didn't even try at all. You guys, who read the book and came out with this? Found that package.
Your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
Sounds like fun. How do I use this?
There's a workbench right through this door. Attach that unit to your favorite weapon and go forth into glorious battle. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to
I already
get
got the passcode
from the boss, Reed Thompson. I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security.
And me being a genuine psychopath.
I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
Seems simple enough.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Appreciate it, thank you. So, alright, you go this way, I'll go this way. So do we have to retrieve a logic module and the cache of medicine? So I don't actually have to load. Let's check out the mods. Light machine gun. I wish I could see like a... Yay. Alright, we're good. More stuff here. Alright, so let's go sell some stuff, and then we'll go do that community center mission, and then we will call it a day. Same with timeline. Most Michael Crichton, I get that vibe too. But then the alternative to what we're talking about is things like Jurassic Park or The Shining, where if you take a director who is competent, not just competent, but like really a visionary, they're able to take good source material in the form of a book and, you know, maybe you prefer the book, but you can't deny that the movie is doing something very special and very interesting. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh yeah, no, that's... I get it. I get why the movie The Shining is lauded as it is, and the movie Jurassic Park is lauded as it is.
Spacer's Choice, the brand of choice for music to my ears.
Okay, so we are going to sell. I get a discount. Woohoo! Sell. Okay, so I can just sell all the junk. Huzzah! That's the way to do it. Okay, so if we were to sell, huzzah, huzzah. We haven't hit a point where we're low on pieces to repair. At least he'll pour one out for us like a true homie. Yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna sell this because this was kind of stupid. Let's maybe hold on to one of these. Nah, screw it. Sawed-off shotgun, no. So what do we... Don't really need any of this. Consumables. Okay, we're good on all of this stuff, I think. Primal hide. Does this really do anything? Yeah. Okay, so we have some money. So if we were to look at something like... I mean, we've got this, which looks powerful, but we don't really have anyone that we really want to use it. Parvati I like having off in the back, and she's getting killed so quickly I wouldn't want her doing melee. But do I have... Armor. Okay, we're good. All right, let's go do the community center mission. Cache of medicine. This one is going to be a lot of bad guys. Because I named my character Dave. I used to name all my characters Thrill House from The Simpsons. Okay. We are ready to go. Let's run. Still haven't explored everything, so we're not going to do fast travel just yet. We're going to kind of... We're going to run through the jungle. Is that a bad guy? That is. Well, that didn't really work out, did it? Boy, that doesn't really do much, does it? Because I have it on... Oh, boy. Well, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I just picked the wrong weapon and nothing really worked out there, did it? That did not work out for me. We are powerful. We're doing a lot of missions here and we're not leveling up. It's very frustrating. That's what you want to see in a loading screen, just the internal organs of animals. We're going to bypass that thing. I don't want to waste my ammo on it right now. That's why I'm not going to go fight them again. I don't want to waste my ammo. You know how it is. So what is interesting? Okay, are we approaching bad guys? Marauder Thug. Yep. And that's the ringleader. Okay. Boom. Doesn't really work, Parvati, that I've got you. I've got you as like long range, far away, and then you come in with your mallet. Nice. I need those. Running low on those. Definitely need to come back through once I have more. The general store wasn't selling those maglocks, was it? Because I definitely need more of those. Yeah, I just keep... I'm constantly not... Oh, just a pile of goo. We did great. Can't go there. Okay, we've almost leveled up. That's good. Community center discovered. Feel like I want to save. Want to save the rest of my ammo. Bet your character in The Sims was also named Dave? Hell yeah. I don't know about you. Is anybody else when you're playing like an RPG, like even though you do want to give into the fantasy and you want to live as like a fun, like this is a different life where I get to be whatever I want to be, I still kind of look like me. I make my character look like me. I give myself a hairline if possible that's close to mine. I still just kind of want to like, I want to be in a fantasy world, but I also want like the freedom to kind of, I want it to be like me in that fantasy world. I know people that kind of go crazy and they build completely different name, completely different worldview, but me, I'm just kind of like, I want to be me, but heightened, you know? Looks like we can go through the back here. Probably a better deal than going in through the front. That's a mine. So let's save. And see if we can get through this. Wait, did I do it? Yeah. Let's see if we can get through it with the pistol, because the pistol's really good. Here we go. All good stuff. All good stuff. Vending machine discovered. Leveling up because I found a vending machine. You know how it is. Just like in real life. There. Oh boy. Do you want to maybe jump in here, or what do you want to do? Where are you going? Got the first aid room key. Got it. All right, let's take a look and see what we've just leveled up. Stealth, we're not in great shape. But ranged, everybody's at 40, which is great. This is all good. We want to get this stuff up to 20. Humans have a 20% chance to cower in fear for 3 seconds after the first time you hit them. I like that. Stealth, we're not doing very good, but we're not worried about that right now. So once we get leadership up to 50, we can start. Companions gain an armor rating. Companion critical damage goes up to 20. Tech. Unlock third drug mixing slot. That's good. Science, tinkering cost. That's good. Let's up some tech. That's going to be good stuff. Dialogue we like. And ranged we like. Big fan. And now we also have a perk to add. Yay! We made it to another perk. Okay. I really think running sprint speed is the way to go. I really do. Your companions have a lot to teach you about killing. You get extra XP from companion kills. Does she kill very often? I don't think she kills very often. I don't think that's really worth it. Actually, the running thing, it's something to have. That'll help. Let's do it. Boom. How we doing? We got 66. We're still doing really good. Grabbed everything we can here. That was the front door. feel confident now. That's very powerful. Ah! Model spaceship, always good to have. I already got the other guy. Better run. Ooh, antique saber. That's cool. Doesn't look like I can grab anything else here. Here he. I love how, like, in this crazy futuristic town, yeah, Parvati's just, like, hanging out. I think she's so trepidatious in life, you know how, like, all of her dialogue options are like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like, it's kind of interesting that, like, in combat, she's also kind of like, do you want me to kind of come in? Because I can also, if you need. Alright, nothing really up here that I want. Take it. We'll take it. Heavy ammo. Guide to mechanical engineering. That looked important. That looked side questy. Ah, speaking of BioShock. Well, we're not reading stuff. Oh. The company thanks you for your service. Let's do it.
You're fast.
Oh no. I'm over encumbered. Beep boop. We're good. So, I can't give her anything. So let's take a look at my character and see what we've gotten so far. Inventory. So 16 armor. This is 100%, so let's just switch that out. 9. And that's 100%, so we'll just switch that out. And let's take a look at the weapons that we've picked up so far. Stun baton. When we are, let's hold on to that because we may need that for combat with machines when we get to the machine part. But everything else, sawed-off shotgun we're going to hold on to. Assault rifle we can break down. Light pistol we can break down. Light pistol we can break down. Oh, I added that to junk. Okay, cool. Assault rifle. Let's break down. Break down. Break down. Break it down. Boom, da, boom, 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 boom. Automag pistol is 180. Bolter pistol, this is down to 170. Ooh. What if we were to try it? Let's see. Breakdown, swap, unequip. Unequip. Why can't I? I don't want that. I want that. Can I not? Very intriguing why I can't. The bolter pistol I can't unequip. Swap. It won't let me unequip it. And I can only swap it with... So weird. I can't quite figure that out. So where can I put this? Options. Equip. And we'll replace it with that one. Let's just try that for a minute and see how that goes. Always just want to see. Sentry blade, we don't really know. It's pristine, so we'll sell it. Also pristine, so we'll sell it. So we'll add to junk, add to junk. Lovely. So let's see how this new weapon does. This is the way we came. Ooh. Is that one of the bypass shunts? No. So we kind of came through here. We went through all this. So I think we're done. Wow, that actually... That went much faster than I thought it would. I remember that taking a lot more time. Okay, we're moving and grooving. Feeling good. I'd love something to pop out that I can use this new gun for. But I don't think it will. Unless we want to go try those monkeys again. Those apes that were over here. No one lives forever. Where'd they go? There they are. Alright, keeping in mind, I do have Parvati's. Oh boy, that's not doing anything. Get in there! Oh boy. Yeah, that didn't work out, did it? Where did they come from? Gotcha. Well, that could have gone better, could have gone worse. Definitely went better than the last time we tried that. Oh, and I'm over encumbered again. Rude. Rude. break it down. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. So I think we're gonna give it to the community, and not just the guy. The needs of the many, you know what I mean? Transition to Edgewater. Do I give it to the creepy woman in the alley?
Wish we had some better rations.
Yeah.
Somebody's been
give it to
running
you.
around town.
Got the
raving
medicine.
about Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your
I'm
trouble.
literally selling
Nothing
drugs
personal, but
in an
I
alley.
hope we never do business together again.
I'm
Don't wanna
doing
make
the
a
good
habit of
thing.
Sorting with smuggler types.
Never? That's harsh. At least give me something to remember you by.
You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me.
Who are you going to give that medicine to?
Somebody deserving. Silas, on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia, seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
I like that. I like that. Looks like she's actually noble. All about moral gray areas, and 100% is. Got that right. All right, so we've done... So we got to do the side quest of Die Robot, which is kind of tied to the going to the botanical gardens and talking to all them and having all that stuff happen. So we will do that. Oh boy, it is already 8 o'clock. So let's check out the general store real quick and see if there's anything that we want to do. Let's see what you're selling.
My ears.
Where are we? I've got 5,000 bits. So let's repair everything that's equipped. Love it. Let's sell all of our junk. Love it. Really should go to a tinker place. That gun didn't do great. Was it just because it's the energy, the ammo type, like, did much better? I think we got to go back to that other gun. No, that's not the one I wanted to switch. Yes, and then we'll get rid of you. Change you out there. Yes, we've got a couple lightning things, and we've got our bolter pistol, which is done really, really, really well. Which we could probably improve. All right, big fan. Big fan of what we've done so far. That's great. Awesome. This has been a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate you sticking around. If you liked it, if you saw this on YouTube, give me a follow, like, share, subscribe, tell somebody, because we're going to come back tomorrow and play more of this. Thank you again. Have a really great day. Be safe, love one another, and we will see you next time.